Thanks for your patience on these. We wanted to get the full release and everything gathered together for Coach's signing class. So, Coach Lees, congrats on the 2017 signing class. Why don't you tell us a little bit about them?
Well, we feel very good about this class. I think it adds onto the previous class we have with the kids that are here on campus. It is a very good mix of right and left-handed pitching, outfielders, infielders, left and right-handed bats, and it was put together by Dan Spencer as a recruiting coordinator and Jimmy Horner, who also assists in everything that we did. So very excited about adding on to what we've got going. I think it lays a very good foundation to what we have right now. It'll be a great mix with the kids we have, the kids that are coming in next year, and so we're in a good spot. Feel very good about it. It's added some strength, some physicality, to some speed, some left power, some right power, both on the pitching side and position player side. So very excited about that. But I started off talking about Avery Jones. Avery Jones is a big right-handed pitcher out of Gig Harbor. We saw Avery a couple summers ago when we first got into town, and very excited about him. We think that eventually he could be a starter in this program. And so we'll treat him like that. I think we can put some strength on him. He projects well, and we've tried to move to that, that starter that's above that 6-foot range, and recruit it. And we're going to have 3 starters this year that are going to be big starters. And so we want to keep adding to that. We think we can add some strength to him. I think his velo is going to come with a good arm slot and be very effective for us. And then Hayden Rosencrantz. Hayden started, we saw him in Las Vegas last spring, and Coach Horner ultimately was the one who was the recruiter for him. We followed him in the spring, followed him in the summer, had him on campus, really liked him as a person, continued to follow him, and then he made the area code team for Cincinnati Reds. Since then he's moved to Utah. He's going to be playing for Cottonwood High School, which is a very good baseball program, as good as there is in the whole country. So I know he's going to be taken care of well there. But Hayden is a 3-pitch kid that has a good fastball, a good breaking ball, a good change. He sits at about 6'3", 175 pounds. We think with a little more strength, that with the command that he has a chance to be a starter here as well. So we really like him. Know that we can count on, him being able to come in and throw strikes immediately. Brody Barnum is just, I guess, right down the road, but not right down the road, out of the state of Washington, down in Vancouver. Goes to Skyline High School, and Brody's a very interesting kid. His dad's a football coach at Portland State. Very athletic, intense, aggressive family, and so they know what it's like to prepare for college athletics. And he's a big, strong kid. Very, very big arm strength. He's got power to all parts of the field, and what's interesting about him is that we're not exactly sure what he does specifically for us, and I think that that's a plus for us. We know he can play right field. We know he can pitch, so we will give him the opportunity to do both when he gets here, and we're excited about that because we don't know exactly where he's going to serve us the best, but those things will work itself out. We know he got a very good athlete who's also had some scholarships as a quarterback at Skyline High School, so we like that dual sport athlete. Dylan Orlando is out of Palo Verdes in Las Vegas. And Dylan, we'd been kind of following him for a while, and then we started really watching him in the summer. And then he'd come to our camp one last time, had some other offers as well. But when we saw him at our camp and we saw what the breaking ball had done since the previous times, I think he's got a wipeout secondary pitch. He's going to have an immediate impact somewhere in our program. He could go anywhere from starter to reliever to closer. We've seen him up to 87, but the breaking ball is something we couldn't deny, and had a good visit up here and really liked it, and so we're fortunate to have him. And Michael Newstrim is out of Puyallup High School, plays for Coach Mark Weiss. I think he's the best left-handed pitcher in the Northwest, and I think a lot of scouts and a lot of people would would venture to say the exact same thing. Also played on the area code team this past summer, and we're ecstatic about him. We think he is a future starter here, and he's got himself in a really good shape. Baseball's important, and he's excited about being here. So we're Michael Newstrim. Connor Nankes is out of Colorado, and his family since moved to the state of Washington with the move of his parents and their job. But Connor's kind of interesting, a little bit like Brody. I don't know that I'd rule it out that he couldn't be a two-way player as well. Showed very well as a high school hitter, but we like the fact that he's got a very good breaking ball, and him being a left-handed pitcher, that the velo sits right in the mid 80s, but he's has a chance to get physical. We can project him to be very, very good. His dad actually played football for UNLV in the early 2000s, was drafted out of high school as well, was a quarterback there at UNLV, and so excited about him. Isaiah Smith is a very athletic outfielder. He comes out of Vancouver, Washington as well, and he sits about 6'2", 190 pounds, and he's very athletic. We feel like he can play all outfield positions. Showed very well against the nation's best in the area codes. We think the power is going to come. He's a hitter right now and shows power here and there, but he's already got strength that will allow him to come and play right away. And he's got speed. He's got all the tools that you need to have success at this level. He's going to be a kid that gets looks from the MLB as well. So he's going to be a good one. Colin Montez. Colin comes out of Marysville, and he's also a football player there too, one of the state's leading rushers. And so another dual sport athlete, but Colin is a left-handed hitting outfielder. Also pitches as well. We will not plan to use him as a pitcher, but he can do it. But he's got good arm strength. He's very fast. He's very powerful. He has the ability to hit a home run in our ballpark as we build this team and the foundation of what we want to see. We want to see speed, athleticism, ability to play more than one position, but Colin is unique that he's got the speed, the arm, and he shows power. So we think it can be a very good fit in our ballpark. Jack Smith is an infielder that plays for Chaffee baseball in the summer out of Mercer Island High School. Right now he plays shortstop, 6'3", 180 right now. Jack keeps getting better every time we see him. Had a very good showing in the Perfect Game National and was an all-tournament selection in Florida. I see Jack being able to play. He has the ability to play, all three infield positions, but what I like to project him at is third base. We think he could be a 6'3", 6'4", third baseman. He gets stronger all the time. We know he's put a lot of time and work into hitting, getting stronger, making hard contact, and so we're excited about him. Mason De La Cruz comes another Washington kid that we feel very, very strong about. He was our first commitment in this class. I think he's one of the best infielders, if not the best infielder in the state of Washington. We plan on keeping him in the middle infield. He can play short, second. He's already a strong kid, was a quarterback at Federal Way as well. He just told me the other day he decided to play basketball, so that's good. Now we've got a three-sport athlete playing in the middle infield. Showed very strong. Another area code kid that played very well, and so we're excited about him. We needed to add some depth in the infield, and the guys that we added right there, two high school kids that we can work on and develop, can only help us. And then our lone junior college commit is named Anthony Felix. Anthony plays at Pima Junior College, and he's with us right now. And so he was a teammate of his. We think he's a very high-end defender, a Gold Glove type kid who could possibly hit in the middle of our order. hard contact, doesn't strike out much, and he's very polished. I can't see him playing any other position but second base, so we recruited him to do that. And I don't know that he's going to steal a lot of bases, but hitting in the 3-hole and being a high-end defender at second base lends itself to be a pretty good remedy. But when you look at this class, last year we felt like we needed to attack a lot of junior college kids to kind of get back on course and laying the foundation to get some at-bats, and very excited about the group that's here right now. And then you add another high school group like we have. It's very encouraging. We can see it going in a great direction, and very excited about this class.
Are there any questions on the line for Coach Lees? All right, a couple questions here, Coach. You talked about the area code team, but that Royals area code team that have 4 signees. What's that like watching that team, recruiting, and you can see 4 Cougs on that team. But what's that like watching them?
Well, I think that when you get, kids that are in your home state, and you get some of the best players, there's a lot of everybody's working in the Northwest. There's very good schools everywhere now, and so when you get a chance to have 4 of those kids, the best players in the Northwest, it feels good. It only brings back, when you have left, right, and you have positions all over. I think it's good for our state, it's good for our program, it's good for our school.
And then finally, let's talk about a lot of left-handed pitchers. Is that because there's, you get the good ones when you can, left-handed pitchers?
Yeah, I think without a doubt, when you see a left-handed pitcher that is good, and you can see pitching in your program, it doesn't matter how many you have. There's never too many of them, and so the ones that we did get, very excited about, know that they have a huge role immediately when they get on campus.
All right, thanks, Coach. Congrats on the class.
Thank you.